This is a quick tutorial of how to use Adobe Fonts on your website. So Adobe Fonts is a subscription-based font set that you will need to have a Creative Cloud account to utilize. So first thing you want to make sure is when you go to fonts.adobe.com that you're signed in under your account. Now, the first thing you want to do is obviously browse and pick the fonts that you plan on using for your website. And when you find something that you would like to use, let's say this, the Becker's Gothic, I can add to a web project by clicking this tag here itself. So I'm just going to activate it here so I have it on my working computer, and then I'm going to click that add to my website. So what that does is it brings up this page that says, do you want to add it to an existing web project, which I have one, or create a new one? So let's create a new. I'm just going to call it demo. And here it's going to say what I wanted to use, and I pressed OK. And what it has here is just a little bit of text that you have to add. So first thing is I have to copy this link to a style sheet, and it says right here, to use this font on a web page, copy this code into the head of your HTML. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to jump over to brackets and go to this page. I'm going to add this into with all my other CSS in the head. Save that. And let's go back over here. And then it says specifically how we have to call it. So one thing you might want to think about doing is adding some of this to a comment or some comment in your CSS or HTML so you can use. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go over to my style sheet, the actual style sheet, and up in my comments I'm going to add this so I have it. So then on my desktop, let's try to use this font. I'm going to just save all, make sure we're saved up. I'm going to make an H1 and say Typekit 2019. And in my style sheet, I can now call this by calling H1 squiggles and using exactly how we use this here. Just delete the spaces, hit save. Let's go back to our index page, and then let's test this out. There we go. And the font then works. So easy. The new way of adding your fonts to your website has really become a lot easier. You can edit, you can add additional fonts, and just manage everything right through your browser window.